So, how is the Lord's evening meal set up by Jesus? What what emblems of or what foodstuff that?
Wine,
Okay,
bread.
Jericho.
Wine and bread.
Wine and bread. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, and then what does the wine represents in that meal?
Jesus.
His blood. Very good, Ate Steph. How about the bread? What does that bread represents? His body.
So, Jericho says, anyone who says he's the best, that means he's the lowest. Okay?
Yes.
But according to Jesus Christ, yes, Hans?
According to Jesus, he said the one who feels like they're the youngest and least is the one that's the best.
Okay. Okay. So what does that lesson tell us?
The one that's the worst is the best.
What kind of trait we need to always cultivate?
The one who's not bragging is the best.
It starts with the letter H.
Who is humble is the best.
Yes, humble. Humility.
Who is humble is the best.
Okay.
Who is humble is the best.
Next paragraph, please,
I'm
Ate
not
Steph.
there yet.
You must love one another just as I have loved you.
Okay, so what teaching or reminder that Jesus told his disciples?
I tell you,
Yes, Jericho.
I tell you everything my Father wants me to tell you.
Okay, what did he tell them? What did Jesus tell his disciples? They must have what? They must do what? They will be his disciples if, yes, Ate Steph?
If they love one another.
Yes. If they don't love one another, then they will not be his disciples. So the identifying mark of Jesus' disciples if they love one another, right? Because if they don't love one another, how can they be called his followers? They may say, I follow Jesus, I believe in Jesus, but if they don't love their fellow man or their fellow brother, then no, Jesus will reject them. Okay?
So that's why he's not a discipline.
Disciple. Okay, last paragraph. Wait, Hans, please.
Here you go.
Finally,
Okay,
Jesus
so
prayed.
what did Jesus pray about during that night? Yeah, go ahead, that is that.
He asked Jehovah to protect all his
Disciples, yes. Okay. The disciples need Jehovah's protection, mainly because what will Jesus be doing after this meal? Where will he go? What will happen to him after this meal?
He will go to heaven.
Before he'll go to heaven, what will happen to him? Yes, Hans?
He will be arrested by the Pharisees,
Arrested and
killed.
yes, so he will be leaving his disciples. So his disciples will have no one to lead them. That's why Jesus prayed to Jehovah to help them, right?
Yes.
And did Jehovah help them?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He did, right? That's the reason why they continue on preaching at that time. That's the reason why until this time we're doing that work.
Is David one of the disciples?
Okay. Okay,
Is David one of the disciples?
that's the reason why we continue on doing this work, right?
Yes, we're studying.
Okay.
He said disciples.
Okay, so that's the importance of the Lord's evening meal. Okay,
Okay.
and do we have any question?
Yeah. What kind of wine do they have?
It's the red wine. It's a red wine. We'll be watching a video.
We died right away.
Yes. So Jehovah is testing them, just like what that Steph did.
Auntie Steph tested us?
Okay. Oh, just like what that Steph said. Okay. Okay. So, okay, so okay, study guys. We're studying. So, what eventually did Adam and Eve do? Did they listen to Jehovah?
Yes,
Nope.
they did not. At the first part, yes.
No.
but
You have to raise your hand,
second
guys.
part,
Yes, Jericho.
no. First part, yes. Second part, no.
What did they do? Did they listen to Jehovah?
No.
They didn't. So they ate the tree.
And then they got kicked out of Garden
First, what
of
did-
Eden.
What did Jehovah tell them? If they eat the tree, what will happen to them?
They will get.
You have to raise your hand, guys. Yes, Jericho.
They'll get kicked out of Garden of Eden.
And then what will happen to them? Yes, at the step.
They will grow old
And
and die.
die. Right? So they should be living forever, perfect life, free of sickness and old age. But if they disobey Jehovah, they will grow old and die. And when they ate the fruit, what happened to them? Yes, Kuya Hans?
They got kicked out of Eden.
And what eventually happened to them? Yep, they died. They grew old, they got sick, and they died. And now, who saved us from that death? What did Jehovah do? Yes, Jericho?
He sent his son
Yes, to
earth
do what?
to pay the debt.
To take the death. Okay.
Pay the debt for his
Okay, you know a debt, it's utang, right? You owe somebody something, right? Okay, if somebody borrowed $100 from you, how much should they repay you?
$100.
$100. So in the case of Adam and Eve and Jesus, what was owed? In the case of Adam and Eve and Jesus, what was owed? What was lost?
$5,000.
You have to raise your hand, Jericho. What was lost? In the case of Adam and Eve. Yes, at the step.
A perfect life.
A perfect life. So what needs to be repaid? Yes, Kuya Hans? A perfect life. And who is qualified to pay that debt? Yes, Jericho?
Jesus.
Jesus, because Jesus is the only person after Adam and Eve who live in the earth that is perfect. So he's the only one that can pay that what was lost. There was an illustration in the video. What was that illustration? For us to better understand it. Seen that illustration? Yes, at the step?
I think like a company
Okay.
and the manager like took the money and then that made them go in debt and no one had jobs. So they just lost all their stuff, their money. But there's this man who said who read that this was happening and he decided to do something and now everybody got their jobs back.
Okay. Who is that corrupt manager that made everything bad? Jericho?
Adam. And Eve.
Yeah. But thank you, by the way, at the step for that illustration. That's perfectly well stated.
Wait, all those things?
Now, who are the employees who got affected by that corrupt manager? Yes, Kuya Han?
Us.
Us.
As possible.
Now, who is the good person or benefactor who saved the company? Yes, at the step?
Jesus.
It's Jesus. So that's a very, very good illustration for us to understand why Jesus has to die. Does Jesus needed to die really for us?
He had to. Wherefore was
Well, yes, Hans.
Jesus, Jehovah sent him, his beloved son. So Jehovah loved us so much that He gave his Son.
Yes, because He loves us so much. If 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 Jehovah and Jesus doesn't love us, what they could have done in in paradise is they could have punished Adam and Eve right away after their death. That's it, and then they could have probably created a new set of humans, right?
Yeah.
But they did not do that, right?
Yes,
They they let people live, and they let people realize their mistake. But then again, Jesus already right away provided a plan to correct things, and that's when He gave Jesus. So all of these things that we studied are set to focus our attention and appreciation of what Jesus did, right? And so, yeah, hopefully this Tuesday, uh, you can join in the Zoom meeting. That's something that you can do, just like this one that we have. I can send you the link, and then you can log in, and then you can watch the memorial from your house. That way, Apple and your mom and John can join in as well. Okay? Yeah. So that'll be at 9 p.m. It's 7:30 now, or 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, I'll send you the link. I'll email it to you, and then you can log in. Yes.
Why did can Jehovah send other angels?
Do you have any questions, guys?
Yeah, that's what I just did.
That's your question. Okay. What else? Do you have any other questions?
Yes,
At Steph?
Apple.
Okay. So, do you have question, Apple?
Yes. Lita bay Jericho may something niya kung pali yan.
I've got a question.
Oo, ito ba? Mga nalalagdagan.
Lita bay yo.
Okay. Okay. So, in the meantime, we'll be making this arrangement. Yeah, Steph.
Okay.
While we're on quarantine, and we'll use this kind of tool in the meantime. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you wanna pray again, Jericho? Okay, speak up. Okay, pray.
I love your friend Jehovah. Thank you for this Bible study. Please guide us everywhere. Please make us good boys and girls. Thank you for this day today. And thank you for sending Jesus so we could live. And please make the coronavirus stop. And just guys, you stay